10 terrifying things NASA found on Mars. Minutes after landing on the surface of Mars on the 25th of July 1976, NASA's Viking 1 spacecraft captured this photo. From a distance, this intriguing image looked innocent, but once they zoomed into it, scientists realized there was more to it. Critically, this was our first ever picture of the surface of Mars, and the first of many more mysteries that would be discovered on the Red Planet. Join us in today's video as we explore the 10 terrifying things NASA found on Mars. Mystery Doorway. For well over a decade, NASA's Curiosity rover has been gallivanting across the dusty plains of Mars, armed with its camera and an insatiable curiosity to unravel the red planet's history and geology. And on the 7th of May 2022, it struck gold. As the interplanetary explorer was scouting the renowned East Cliffs in the mighty Gale crater, it stumbled upon a jaw-dropping sight, a peculiar doorway etched into the rock. At first glance, the picture looks quite convincing, and this sparked a lot of speculation among internet users. Some called it an ancient Martian hideaway. Others believed it could be an underground bunker for interplanetary escapades, or perhaps even a gateway to the ancient past or another universe. But as always, the killjoys at NASA were on hand to spoil the party. In a statement released to the public, the agency revealed that the door-like feature is actually rocky layers formed under sedimentary conditions some 4 billion years ago. But even if this gaping crevice is indeed a door as we all had expected, we wouldn't be booking a one-time ticket to the Red Planet anytime soon, simply because this strange fissure is not exactly big enough to accommodate humans. According to the fact sheets, it measures about 40 centimeters in width and 30 centimeters in height, which is just about enough wiggle room for a curious puppy to wander through. Pyramid. Apparently, not all terrifying discoveries on Mars are made by rovers. Sometimes eagle-eye humans like Scott C. Waring take matters into their own hands to make shocking finds that even interplanetary explorers would be jealous of. Recently, the UFO enthusiast revealed he found a pyramid on Mars similar. "I found a four-sided pyramid on Mars using Google Earth Map," Scott announced. Each corner, edge to top, measures an astounding 5 kilometers in length, making it reach a towering height of at least 3 kilometers. Pyramids, as we know them, are ancient architectural marvels that grace the sands of Egypt, with historic origins dating back to around 12,500 years ago. This colossal discovery promises to rattle the very foundation of what we know about Mars and the history of humans on Earth. To start with, it establishes a peculiar connection between our blue planet and the enigmatic red planet called Mars. But more importantly, it leaves us with two strange questions to answer. Did our ancient human ancestors embark on interplanetary voyages to erect these majestic structures on Mars? Or are aliens responsible for building the ancient Egyptian pyramids on Earth? We probably will never find out. Giant bear face. Ever wondered what a supergiant bear face looks like? Well, wonder no more, because NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter just spotted a weird Martian configuration bearing that resembles the face of a bear. The robotic Planet Explorer captured an image of the scene on the 12th of December 2022 using its high-resolution imaging science experiment camera, popularly known as HiRISE. Operated by the University of Arizona's Lunar and Planetary Laboratory, the HiRISE camera has been active since the Reconnaissance Orbiter arrived on Mars in 2006. This close-up image shows the 4 natural geological configurations that make up the bear's face. The nose is formed from a V-shaped collapse structure. The 2 craters on both forms the eyes, while the conspicuous circular fracture pattern serves as the head. According to researchers, the entire face measures around 2,000 meters in diameter, meaning it is roughly 821 times larger than an average bear. We don't exactly know who took out time to draw this strange portrait, but astronomers suggest that it could have been created by the settling of a large deposit of lava or mud over a buried impact. Thigh bones. With every eerie discovery made on Mars, astronomers are forced to rethink their stance that Mars doesn't support life as we know it here on Earth. This was the case in 2014 when NASA's Curiosity spacecraft sighted what looks like the femur bone from the thigh of a human. Of course, social media went abuzz as conspiracy theorists tried to make the most of this astonishing discovery. Some mischievous internet users had begun to spread the rumor that a thigh bone has been discovered on Mars. Other rumor peddlers even suggested that this could be evidence of a shallow grave dug somewhere on underneath the surface of the Martian world. At that point, you could tell that some fearless archaeologists were already planning a one-way trip to explore these grave sites. which would have ultimately led to their untimely death. But thankfully, NASA quickly debunked these rumors. The prominent space agency admitted that this mysterious object indeed looks like a femur thigh bone. However, the mission science team members believe that the shape is likely created by erosion. Furthermore, a spokesperson for the organization reiterated that the red planet doesn't have enough oxygen in its atmosphere and elsewhere to support complex organisms. Giant mouse. Just when we thought we'd seen it all, the red planet sends yet another terrifying surprise our way. This latest discovery isn't just an animal-esque structure or human body part. It's a whole giant mouse scurrying across the surface of the red planet. The supposed animal was first spotted by Joe White while observing one of the stunning pictures shot by NASA's Curiosity spacecraft. In a text attached to a video of this mystery mouse, the keen-eyed British space journalist admits that this stunning discovery could probably be an optical illusion. But of course, from its physical features, it looks very much like a large mouse or jerboa. As always, the so-called experts have tried to play down the discovery. Just in case you have any plans to visit Mars someday, be sure to stuff some rodenticides in your backpack. Martian Lizard. While the debates about whether or not rodents exist on Mars were ongoing, the Curiosity rover sparked another worldwide, with the discovery of a rock feature in the Gale crater that looks like a real-life lizard. First sighted in 2021, this mystery object sits comfortably at the base of the 5.5 kilometers tall Mount Sharp. However, the feature itself is only 16.5 meters tall, which is just about half the height of an average ruler. This adds to the long list of animal-esque features found on Mars. Back in 2013, Scott Warren claimed he found a fossilized iguana on the red planet. Of course, NASA has continued to maintain its stance that these discoveries are illusions. But not everyone is buying that opinion. In fact, some people have claimed that NASA may have dropped off some animals on the Martian surface during one of its numerous missions to the planet. And if that's not the case, maybe perhaps there is a designated animal kingdom on Mars that we are yet to discover. Floating spoon. As Curiosity continued its tour across the Martian world, it took a stunning picture on the 30th of August 2015. Oblivious of the terrifying details within this image, NASA casually added it to its archives. But as always, UFO hunters were always going to get hold of it, and one of them spotted a strange object resembling the eating utensil we use here on Earth. This curious UFO hunter immediately announced this discovery on his YouTube channel. But yet again, NASA officials were on hand to burst our bubbles before conspiracy theorists jumped on the topic. There is no spoon, the space agency said in a statement. This weird Mars feature is likely a ventifact, a rock shaped by wind. Mermaid. Naturally, the existence of mermaids is a highly contentious mystery even here on Earth. So you can understand why space enthusiasts were stunned when reports broke out that a water fairy had been discovered some 346 kilometers away on Mars. Captured by the Spirit rover in 2007, this Martian sea maiden is reportedly located around the Columbia Hills inside the Gusev crater, which was formed around 4 billion years ago. The true size of the mermaid-like figure isn't exactly known. However, its discovery has no doubt caused quite a lot of controversy. To start with, mermaids are known to live in seas and other marine areas. Obviously, Mars doesn't have these, so it's either this discovery is an illusion, or perhaps maybe Martian mermaids like to swim in sand dunes. Mysterious bright flash. In April 2014, the Mars Curiosity rover spotted an anomalous light spark at a distance while imaging random areas of the red planet. When this image was sent in, astronomers weren't exactly sure what to think, because clearly, this isn't something they were hoping to spot. At first, most of them thought it could be that Curiosity's right-hand navigation camera, which took the picture, was malfunctioning. But to their greatest surprise, the same mysterious bright flash was sighted in a different image taken by the Curiosity rover on another day, causing widespread panic among industry experts. The engineers in charge of Curiosity's camera say the bright spot was produced by either a well-placed flash of reflected sunlight or light shining through a chink in Curiosity's camera housing. But that statement isn't backed by fact, and up until now, nobody really knows what the source of this strange spark of light is, or what it really means. Dragon bones. Dragons last roamed the streets of Earth some 100 million years ago before they became extinct. But judging by a recent image shot by the Curiosity rover, these gigantic, beastly creatures could very well still be wandering through the numerous craters on Mars. Immediately, this weird picture made it to social media, and conspiracy theorists jumped on it, with one Twitter user describing it as the back of a fossilized Martian dragon curled up in its final place. The image trended so much that it attracted the attention of Nathalie Cabrol, who, like other experts, believe it's just another weird piece of rock feature located in the Gale crater. However, the French-American astrobiologist quickly emphasized that it was the most bizarre rock she had seen since she started studying the Red Planet 20 years ago.